Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. This is going to be the Beastmen and Vampire Counts versus Warriors of Chaos and Wood Elves. For my army, the front line is made up of 2 Ungor Spearmen and then 4 Gore Herds. We have a Shaman of Death. I have two of the Gorbals, because why wouldn't you? And then Beast Lord on a Chariot that's going to be accompanying a Razor Gore Chariot. I also have out here Vanguard deployed, 3 Centaurs, 2 of them are great weapons, and then 2 Hounds. We have discovered a pack of Glade Guard, which we'll get into here in a moment. My Vampire Count ally has Blood Knights, Crypt Horror, Cairn Wraith, 3 Grave Guard, 3 Crypt Horrors, Necromancer, Vlad von Karstein, Vargeist, 2 Fellbats. The enemy is about to be down 4 Glade Guard, but they have an additional 4 over here. We'll just cover this all at the same time. From front to back, you have 2 Dragon Ogres, Kholek, 3 Chosen, 4 additional Glade Guard, Shriekin, Durthu, Eternal Guard, 2 Chaos Warriors with Halberds, 2 Chaos Marauders, and then off there we have 2 Wild Riders with shields. And as mentioned, we found a pack of 4 Glade Guard. I guess their plan was to pop out over here and ambush our forces, because they thought we would just kind of go like, you know, just blooping up the middle, but nah, we were blooping up the flanks here, and so we're going to flush them out of the forest, and then we're going to flush them out of their lives. These Glade Guard have no chance of escaping, a highly mobile force, and they're dead. We all know they're dead. Going to slowly move up my force. I'm just going to kind of sit right here for a little while. I'm not looking to do a hard engage. I'm going to bring my Gorbals over here. We're bringing our Beast Lord and Chariots over here, and then eventually going to bring my Brace Shaman over here as well, because the enemy is going to be bringing over their Dragon Ogres and Kholek to try and, I guess, assist these poor dying souls, which I'm okay with. Wild Riders are also going to be put out of their position. They're going to be coming over this direction somewhere, I don't know, in this area around there. Yeah, here comes my Beast Lord. I'm bringing him over here not necessarily to fight, although he can do good against Glade Guard. But I see Kholek coming over here, but I'm going to bring him over here because he does have a buff on him. You know, he has this encouraging aura as well, but if I want, I'm going to use his buff Call of Violence, I think it's called. But I'm not going to actually engage Kholek with a Beast Lord on a Chariot. Like, that's suicide. But I do want to try and buy time for our 2 Gorbals to come down here and kill Kholek. So we're going to kind of run away from it for a little bit because he is really wanting to charge. And then we're going to peel off one of the puppies and pin him in place. These Dragon Ogres here are being held back by a single Vargeist, it looks like, or they actually just summarily executed there. But yeah, so we're going to hold him with the puppy. My ally's going to throw in Fellbats. And so we're going to do a surround on Kholek. I'm going to dodge his lightning. And again, we're just waiting to get these Gorbals over here and the Brace Shaman over here to try and cast Spirit Leech. Meanwhile, these ogres are coming over here. The other ogres are just going to stay back here, though. They're not going to actually help the Kholek. These Wild Riders are going to go straight over here, and they're going to actually charge my army, which is fine. I mean, Wild Riders do a lot of good damage to unarmored foes, and my Gore Herd are unarmored. Yes, there we go. The Gorbals are finally here. We're going to get hit by Kholek a couple times. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But we are going to do a lot of good damage to Kholek here, and my ally threw in the Blood Knights against his Dragon Ogres, and that is a direct counter. They kind of counter each other, but the Blood Knights are better in a 1v1 fight. So, yeah, those Dragon Ogres didn't have much of a chance. And here we go, the front charge of the Wild Riders into my Gore and Ungors. So we're just going to accept this and charge in there while we're getting hit by a Glade Guard. You can see the enemies, I gotta say the enemy's formation is pretty good, although it leaves their backside open, but I think the backside may be covered by this pool. I don't think you can actually traverse it. So we got the Chaos Marauders, the Chaos Halberdiers, the Chosen, Glade Guard, and then a diagonal formation of Eternal Guard, so I guess they can go to any side that they need. Look at this box, man. This is like the boxiest box I've seen. Again, because I think this is rough terrain, like you can't go through it. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So, it's fine. I mean, we have Chariots, we have Centaurs. I'm not too worried about it. I just think it looks pretty. But it's a little messed up because then these 2 Glade Guards should be facing like this, you know, for symmetry, but, you know, they were attacking my Gores. I'm going to try and pull my army out of range of the Glade Guard, but the enemy is going to charge this game with the Wild Riders, Dragon Ogres, so I'm just going to fight them here with my melee force. I don't really care because we're now going to kill Kholek, and I'm going to get my force ready to try and break this very pretty box that the enemy has. So we're going to have our Centaurs, Gorbals, Chariots are going to go in first with the Beast Lord. Brace Shaman is going to be hanging out here because he doesn't really like melee combat today. As my actual melee part of my infantry part of the army, just going to deal with these special units. Like, this is totally fine for me. I don't need these units to break through the front line of Chosen anyway. Like, that's not going to happen anyway. So I'm like, that's fine. We can kill some Dragon Ogres and Wild Riders out there, keeping their mobile forces busy. My Warhounds are actually going to get the attention of these Eternal Guard. I'm going to have to continually withdraw them away from them. But here we go. We're going to charge in with the Beast Lord and the Beast Chariot. I don't even know what my allies doing. Oh, there we go. They're marching over the hill. They're going to be slamming into the enemy's left flank right there. Yeah, we're just gonna be like, gung-ho, suckers! We got chariots, so... And then... And now we have pierced the lines, getting the Centaurs in there, trying to get into the Razor Gore chariots. My Gorbals is gonna go over through the opening. Going to withdraw from these Eternal Guard, who are then going to try and take out my Warhounds. And again, my front line is kind of being held up now by only like 1 unit, so this is when I'm actually going to start separating them. And I'm going to try and micro them down here, but right now I'm mostly concerned with this micro going on here. So getting the Beast Sword and the Chariots straight through the front, trying to get into those Chosen to do some good infantry to them as my allies start slamming into the side. Gorbals are over here, and they're going to be dueling against Durthu, so it's going to be a 2v1 right there. My Brave Shaman's going to come up here and start casting some Spirit Leeches on Durthu as my Hounds get chased by Eternal Guard. And I'm like, get off my Eternal Guard, or get off my Warhounds, but we're going to continually withdraw, and then we're going to eventually go around with them. Centaur is doing a cycle charge here, and now the backside is completely open. These Eternal Guard are way out of position, so now we're just going to go into the middle, and we are just crushing their archers. And again, I'm trying to pull my melee forces out of here because they're just being held by like 1 unit. And now I have enough time to actually micro them out of there as we get our chariots, and they're going to be coming in through here again and just doing a bunch of stuff. Centaur is doing another rear charge here. Alvarez is slowly being crushed by the Vampires' front line. And their entire backline is gone. The Glade Guard that were back here are gone. The only Glade Guard they have are actually out here, which is going to be charging with the Gore Herd. And I think we get into them with the Centaurs right here as well. As our 2 Gorbals are taking out Durthu. My puppies were chased all the way out here, so now we're going to go back over here with the puppies. Chariots are always moving. We're trying to kill this Eternal Guard right now, just going back and forth through them. Even though they're spearmen, chariots can still do really good damage against them. So now we got a flanking force here. Again, I'm just kind of trying to micro everything. Our 2 Gorbals and Spirit Leech has now destroyed Durthu, so now we're going to be charging with the Gore Herds. Chariot still doing chariot things against these Chosen and the Eternal Guard at the same time. And here come the puppies. Finally. Meanwhile, back here, what is left of the Dragon Ogres being fought against the Blood Knights and my Centaurs with great weapons. And Durthu's being chased off by the 2 Gorbals. Like, what? Come back, mother... What are you, some big tree? We don't care. We got giant axes. And they get him down. And now we're going to get a shatter amongst the army, and their pretty box has been broken. The only thing remaining now are the Chosen that were hanging on at the front line, but they too are going to shatter. And that's going to be a GG for the Beast and Vampire accounts. It was a pretty box, but a box nonetheless, and all boxes can be broken, especially when you have the tools to do that, such as opening up with chariots and then pouring in with a bunch of very fast, hard-hitting Centaurs and Gorbals. Yeah. My infantry, they got an okay amount of kills. They were killing specialized units, the Wild Riders and the Dragon Ogres. Not what I was expecting them to do, but I was okay with it. The backline here, or the mobile force, is the one who kind of were my MVPs. They got a ton of kills across all of the Centaurs. The Chariots did good. The Beast Sword did pretty okay, I guess. 25 kills, not that high. It's not nothing that special. Gorbals brought down Durthu and brought down Kholek, so they're feeling pretty good right about now. For my ally here, we have some good kills on the Blood Knights. They did a lot of damage. The Fellbats did some damage, and then the Vargeist as well. The Cryptals and the Grave Guard didn't really get to do too much, but they did help crack the left. They broke through those Halberdiers, and they were into those Chosen. And Chosen are pretty tanky, and I think they routed more before they died. Let's see. For the Wood Elf player, Durthu got 26 kills. The Glade Guard didn't really get to do too much. The Eternal Guard, they did slightly better. Wild Riders did kill a lot of my Gores and Ungores, so that's something. And then for Chaos, Kholek got isolated and singled out on their own accord. This Dragon Ogre, 54 kills, is not the worst. But yeah, the Chosen held the front line to the bitter end, but they eventually shattered. And yeah, so boxes are not impenetrable at all. But maybe now they've learned that. So hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody, and let's go watch a cinematic view of the beasts. Man, these poor Glade Guard. my Citagores. Get him, puppies. That's one way to lose for a Glade Guard. Yeah, in the enemy's mind, I guess they thought we would just do a straight shot to their army and not do any kind of flanking at all. So they thought these poor Glade Guard were safe. They were not. Oh, big pop Kholek. It's like, what's this noise over here? That's not how Kholek would sound. How's it going, buddy? Get off my Centaurs. So fast! Jesus! 3 Centaurs dead. It's a big hammer. Oh. Oh, that bat's dead. Again, like, both of these people counter each other, the anti-armor, anti-large dragon ogres, but they're just on no match with Blood Knights. Even though in theory they do counter Blood Knights, kind of. At least stat-wise, you would think they would. I would say I was not expecting them to charge me with their Wild Riders. I was just going to sit back here and, you know, wait until we were done with Kholek and then charge them in. And then the Dragon Ogres came and that confused me even more. And then the actual attack begins.
Bash their heads in! Drinking victory!
Box has been peeled open. Now the Gore Bulls are going to have fun. Oh, that friendly fire! Yeah, take that, Chosen. That dude got up in time just to get slammed by another Centaur. Man, that poor Chosen. Alright, well that's gonna do it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the battle. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.